Good evening and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show, and as you can see I'm joined by KCC 99.8 Live FM. What's your title again, Dan?
Station manager.
Station manager, there you go, we had something like that. And we've been having a little bit of banter just beforehand, so welcome to all our viewers and listeners. We're going to have a real good chat about probably KCC 99.8 FM Live. I've got all that. If you remember it going back a while, Dan, I couldn't say that, could I?
No.
I was tongue twisted all the time. Now I've got
Just a little bit like that. Within minutes.
Yeah, within minutes we've got it. But anyway, it's not as warm as last week, as you know yourself, when the Mars bars and everything melted on the kids and I was passing them out. And I'd never seen chocolate bars in liquid, honestly. And the kids were
Sure, you had the ice cream ones?
No, these were chocolates. Honestly, Dan, it was amazing. And they were just looking at me as if to say, what can you give us here? It was so hot. And now we've cooled down a hell of a lot, I must admit. So it really is good for us.
Yeah.
So, Dan, it's nice to see Dan. We've been missing for a good while, Dan, and we've had the kids, young commentators in, as we had with young Jaden last night. Absolutely brilliant. One-on-one, because all the other kids disappeared. And you come in with the kids, didn't you, as well?
I did, but you know, it's nice to be back here today. Jaden's come on so much, because I done a few sessions with him at the beginning of young commentators and see that development, because I took with other projects, had to take a little bit of a step out of young commentators, but being able to come back in over the summer has been looking forward to.
Yeah.
And just seeing how they've grown. Like, I remember Jaden when he was quiet.
Well, they're all quiet, but you've got to see all the others as well. They're all amazing. And you've not been tuning in and
I have seen bits. I've seen bits of what they've been producing on your show and stuff like that, and they're definitely. I'm a bit worried they're going to take my job soon.
Well, I'm exactly the same. You see me getting out there now, they're starting to forget about that. But they're very, very good, and we've got celebrities coming in. Rather than going into detail, you've got one or two as well who'll probably be up for it for the kids.
Yeah. I feel like we're going to keep it a bit more secretive, and we'll probably do some announcements on socials and stuff.
That is the way.
Make sure, you know, you go over to all the appropriate social medias.
That's it, and watch this space, because there is quite a few. The kids are all excited anyway, they're all on holiday.
Yeah.
I was surprised I had to apologise, because last week I sat there with all the kids after the liquid Mars bars and the bounties and everything. And I said to them, right, next week, I said, we're hoping to have Dan from KCC Live in, and they're all made up. They all turned out. I said, great. I said, there was only one young Dan who was away. He's gone to Spain for a month. A month? Dear me, look at us, stuck in here, mate.
I know.
Bad weather, hot weather.
Do you know what I think it is? My mum always said I had a face for radio.
I'm the same. We always get that one. We always get it. But honestly, it was amazing. And they were all talking and saying, I'll see you next week. And the next thing, Wayne gets in touch with me, because Wayne was on holiday last week. And he's saying now, he said, I come back, like Dan, I've come back, and all the kids are away. Well, we have this, we had the group chat, and I hadn't seen it, I hadn't looked at it, and I went, what do you mean, Wayne? There's only Dan away. And Wayne goes, look on the group chat. Goes on the group chat, every one of them, all different, can't do it. What more could I do? And it was only young Jaden who said, I'll be there. And I didn't want to let him down. I thought, one-on-one gives him an idea, gives him a good incentive to go, and when he gets his interview, which obviously he's told us all about it, how good he's going to be. I think he's going to be tremendous, don't you?
I do.
And I do think the rest of them, because...
It's already, you can tell they've been doing a little bit of research themselves.
Well, young Dan, you'll have to give a mention to young Dan, because he's waiting to meet you. He keeps asking every week, is Dan coming? I went, well, he was supposed to come, but he'll come next week, and he's looking at me, and well, he's looking forward to meeting you, so he's on holiday.
I will see you soon, Dan.
Yes,
enjoy your holiday.
Yeah, and you've got to enjoy your holiday as well, no doubt. You are enjoying your holiday, because we're all jealous over here, but you said you'd be tuning in to all the shows, so hope you're having a really good time, and it's relaxing for you, because you've got a lot of work when you come back on young commentators, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
We're setting him up all kinds, and he's going to be a good young host as well, young Dan. He was looking at me a little bit, and I'm trying to keep out the way, as you've noticed as well. You've got to give him a little bit of confidence. That is working, isn't it, with the kids?
It is. I've noticed they've got, as I say, I came in at the very beginning of young commentators when we first started doing sessions. That's when it was online. We couldn't leave our homes and stuff like that. But me, you and Wayne were in there. One of us had to be in that room. One of us had to be in that room.
It was the Zoom. The laptops were all crashed, and it wasn't like, see me, but as everyone's laughing and going, well, this is what it is when you go live and things like that. It was amazing, wasn't it? I got thrown out the most though. I got kicked out.
There was a time where you were logged in there.
I didn't realise. Everyone's going, where's the echo coming from? It was me. I was just getting used to Zoom. I'm still getting used to Zoom as well. But the laptop didn't seem to want to do Zoom, did it?
No.
I think everyone was having problems, weren't they? And
Yeah.
it's nice to start getting them back into the studio, slowly but surely. Kids are loving it. The receptionist downstairs said there's a big beam on their faces when those kids are coming into the studio. And we're going to try and get them into your studio as well.
Yeah. You know, we're doing a little bit of redecorating over summer.
Yeah.
Making it look a little bit more fancy and stuff like that. And then hopefully we'll get them in very soon. Can't wait to see the faces when they come in and see what our setup's like and how it's different to here. And the different sort of types of equipment as well. I feel like.
Well, your music on KCC, by the way, as well.
It's very different, yeah.
Dan, well, it was very different the other week. I don't know whether you saw them on a little sing song towards Ben for a happy birthday. I don't think they're going to make a record. In fact,
You never know.
no, you never know. It could just be a big hit, lads. You know what I mean? You promised us, but I'm sure you'll up your game when you come to KCC and listen to the music. So, how's your going? What you're doing in KCC?
I was about to ask you before we get on to KCC,
Okay.
grassroots football, how's that?
Going, what's the situation with that? Because I think I've spoken to you here and there, and obviously it's been very stop-start, and I know you talked to a lot of sort of local clubs. So where they are, I'm sure you probably touched base with them over recent weeks.
Yeah, every other day, I suppose. You know, we're still in contact. There's teams always putting up posts about who's in charge of their team, who's the new sponsor, who's coming into the club, what colour kits. They're all having a banter. You'd all see different colour kits all the time, so we're always in touch with them. And there's still a summer league going at Jeffrey Humble, so I turn up there on a Saturday, have a little look at that, and there's some great football there. There's new teams that I haven't met, so they're getting used to me as well.
So new teams have formed now?
No,
No.
new teams that we haven't seen coming to play at Jeffrey
Okay.
Humble in a summer league
Okay.
from different leagues, you know, over the city that we haven't caught up with. But there's some lovely football, and I'm really, really impressed, highly impressed. So our local lads, our local teams, you know, if they saw them, I think there's one or two playing them and saying, who's this team, you know?
Yeah.
So obviously I'll get towards the end, I'm just catching up on the teams. But Barry Lloyd, who's doing the summer league, I don't think he's there tomorrow when I'm out and about, and I talk to the referees, keeping updated on things,
Yeah.
what's happening, and these referees don't get a break either, do they? No, you wouldn't though, would you? They're not just there for the money. There's some great referees out there in the community who put a lot back into the kids.
Yeah, 100%. And another thing as well, 3-peak challenge with this one, because I don't know what it is with you and these challenges. You just finished the marathon the other month.
I know, and the lads are just saying, Mal, you are absolutely nuts. Well, I haven't told you about this. The lads are all putting their heads in the hand. Now, what I've done, and it's going to be first on you because I can't wait for your expression on your face here when you hear this. We haven't really done the 3 peaks yet. It's 19, 20, 21st of August. So I already added a new challenge for next year. And the lads have said, are you mad? And I've gone, no. And I said, they've asked me what it is. I said, it's Adrian's Wall, 73 mile over 3 days. It's a walk, it's not a run. And they've just gone, we can't believe what you're doing. We haven't even done the challenge on the 3 peaks. And I said, you've got to be ahead of the game before anyone else does it. Going, everyone else is doing it, but not like you, Mal. You won't give us a break, but they're all putting their names down.
Yeah, there you go.
So, what more? So, as you said, we are mad. 3 peaks
good,
challenge, it is, keeps you fit. And the reason why I'm doing it is to keep myself fit and motivated, because it's so easy to turn around when you've done a marathon, to sit back, like one or two of the lads have done, sit back, take it easy, and just say, I'll run tomorrow, I'll run tomorrow, I'll run tomorrow.
The only run I do is to my fridge.
But there you go, see, there you go, and that's what happens. Chocolate bars, liquid chocolate bars, they can have them all. That's what it's about. Honestly, it's about keeping fit and the motivation. But the fundraiser, it's a fundraiser as well, see, Dan. What we're trying to do now is Heart of Gold. I've come up with the idea, you've seen the logos,
Yeah.
People are loving the logos.
It's the first time I've spoke to you about it, to be fair, in person.
Yeah, because you said you want to find out a little bit more about it because you're interested. And the logos, the kids are wearing them on the kits as well.
Mm-hmm.
And what we intend to do, people who donate money, they're going to get the certificate, Heart of Gold initiative, because I believe everyone's got a heart of gold who helps someone else out anyway.
Yeah.
And all we're trying to do is make this well known. We're looking to do it as a national charity in the future. We're starting on Merseyside. We've had teams, managers from out of Liverpool, out of Merseyside, want to get involved with us, want to talk about Heart of Gold, and as we said, just see how this goes, which is going unreal at the moment. We've got businesses on board, and on Tuesday, on radio, BBC Radio Merseyside with Paul Salt. So he wants to ask me all the questions as well, so I've got to get everything right and make sure that people are aware of it and what they can do. We've got a GoFundMe page, and what we're trying to do is raise as much money as we can, because there's kids out there with disabilities, there's kids out there who can't afford to go into football teams because the families are going through poverty, things like that.
Kids with just challenging lives.
Challenging lives, and that's it, and that's what we're looking into. And also kids who can't play, who've been affected by illness, who want to get into the sporting activities, who have been struck down by illness, who've been struck down by injuries. This is what we want to do, and this is why we're doing it for grassroots football. It's unique. No one's doing it. If you look at the professional sport, I think the Jockey Club, they have the Injured Jockeys Fund. When jockeys, professionals, go in, they get injured, and there's a fund there to help them out because they can't go riding again. Think, oh, they've got injuries, they get covered. Well, we're looking at something similar to that, obviously, for the kids in football, buying kits. There's businesses coming on board, want to sponsor kids' teams. We're amazed at the way it's gone, and we just know how big it's going to be, to be honest.
Wow, I cannot wait to sort of see it happen.
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting to know.
But it happens because we're leaving on midnight at the 18th of August. Midnight, I'm carrying an injury though, Dan, you know, and I'm worried. I'm carrying more than an injury, I've got a hairline, I've got everything. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to go and do this 3-peak challenge. And the good thing about it is Sky Sports are interested as well, because the teams are going to go. There's a lot of grassroots football teams who want to meet us with the kids at Snowdon on the last leg and do the climb with us. And we do have a guide with us who's got 20 years of experience. I put that to him, he went, not a problem at all. So we're looking forward, that'll be emotional. And we pull up and we see all those kids in the kits, wearing all the logo, want to do the climb with us. What more could we ask?
It's going to be amazing, I can't wait to see it.
Oh, I'll tell you, you know, especially Sky
I'm sure it's
Sports.
going to be all over, you know, your YouTube channels and stuff.
Oh, it is, yeah, we've got big plans, and it's going, well, it's going wild, and I'm excited. But I did have a feeling it was going to go this big. I've had this idea for years, but when we got Lauren, a girl who drew the logo and designed it, I've been working with her, and I just said to her, what can we do? You know, how can you design it? I want a heart, a unique heart, I want a different heart. It's a heart of gold. It took her about 2 hours to do this design, and I just went, wow factor.
That's it, yeah.
She was amazing, and she turned around and I said, you'll see it on our banner, we're holding the banner on all 3 peaks for all our supporters. There's businesses on there, there's teams on there, and hopefully we don't get blown away on the first peak which is Ben Nevis, and end up very quickly on the next challenge on the top. We don't want that, you know what I mean, because if that wind blows, it blows. I was so being told by the guards anyway.
So yeah, you went to ask me something before?
Yeah, KCC, plans on that one, how's it going?
Yeah, being busy, crazy busy, but busy is good, I guess.
So we have just launched our initiative called Hands Across the Mersey with our partners MD Creatives in St Helens. The whole point of that is, I think I briefly mentioned this to you a few months ago, but this was just an idea, now it's actually happening. So Hands Across the Mersey is an initiative to bring creative opportunities, a little bit like the XTL, make more recognition to it and bring them more to across the city regions, because what I find with my experience being in just the creative industry for the last 10 years is everything's city centre based. All the opportunities are in the city centre, they're not in the boroughs like Knowsley that anytime statistics come out, the most sort of deprived areas in sense of education and creative opportunities, and just opportunities for young people to engage them. Hence why anti-social behaviour became so big and prominent in Knowsley. So it's to try and tackle that, and also to give them transferable skills at a sort of young age. So that could be if you're into dance, if you want to get into catering, if you want to get into radio, if you want to get into music production. There's some free sessions going on at MD Creatives at the Citadel Theatre, which is also in St Helens, that you can go to. All the details are on KCC social medias and MD Creatives, so that can be free sessions in music production, DJing, radio, dancing, performing arts, acting, all these things are on there, so you can read more on that over there.
Fantastic, so you're busy as us.
Yeah.
And this is why, honestly, we haven't been getting together, myself and Dan, because I'm Wayne, honestly, the conflict that we have on our group chat, it's either me missing, it's either Dan missing. Well, it's not me. Look at me all the time. I'm always here with the kids. It's Dan missing and Wayne missing. They're the ones, honestly, but they're here and the kids aren't. What's that sound? I don't know what's going on here. The kids are here for me, but when the lads come back, I've got to take over. But anyway, Jaden, well done, Jaden, 100%.
Legend.
Legend he is, and you can see the difference what we're doing with these kids as well. But it's great to see the work that KCC is doing, and
Yeah.
I can't wait to go into the studio as well, you know.
Yeah, no, it's, I've known you for coming up to a year now,
That's
and
fine.
we've never been in KCC studio, so it's been good to have, sort of have my team back, and we're, you know, hosting FICA Festival tomorrow, which is our first event back, which we're looking forward to. So if you're down there, come and say hi. We're going to be on the main stage with a lot of musical acts. You can see the lineup, which includes someone from X Factor a few years ago.
It's gone that way, X Factor, isn't it?
Yeah, 17
It's not
years.
Simon Cowell, is it?
No, I'm
sure?
not too sure what's happened to it. But
That's what he's teaming up with KCC. That's what it is.
I wish.
Oh, Simon, we know what you're doing now. Everyone's guessing. Yeah, Dan's saying nothing. Anyway, so it's going to be, is it a fun packed day?
Yeah, so there's some stalls, it's trades, so FICA is just, we're honoured to be working with them. A lot of people know who FICA are, FICA Coffee and stuff,
Yeah.
and they're a great organisation. They put this event on and just asked us at KCC for to come out and show some love and host the stage and have some fun with everyone. So we're looking forward to it tomorrow. So that's from 11 till 5 p.m. I think it's completely sold out, but you'll have to double check on FICA. You just search for FICA Liverpool on socials. Details will be on there.
Wow, what more could we say?
Yeah.
Simon Cowell? Money's there. Anyway, we were talking earlier on about grassroots football. Something we did forget, or I did forget to mention to you about the way the FA come out now, and the PFA and the LMA, they've all joined forces regarding heading in football. It's going to affect the grassroots game.
Yeah, I remember, who was it on BBC? I'm going to say Alan Shearer done a documentary on it.
Yeah, it's going. Yeah, it was
That's
going
gone back a few years, but I feel like it was talk started to happen then, and then I don't know what sort of happened because it was a big thing then. Was it a few players that didn't?
Dementia and things like this. Is
Yeah,
what they're saying.
the
Brain.
World Cup.
Yeah, and
Win,
there's
yeah.
more and more now. So I don't know what it's going to be like in the Premier League. You know, they're talking about 10 headers, powerful headers in the game. Is that the referee's job again? It has to be, doesn't it? The referee going to
Yeah,
be.
but how do you keep count to that in a game? Because
VAR.
yeah, but football is one of their most reactive games. If you know someone lobs the keeper and you're a defender and you can reach it with a diving header and try and get it over the bar, but you're on 9 headers or 10 headers.
VAR.
What do you do?
One header too many, and it could be a cracking goal. I don't know because surely those players are going to want.
It's going to take it's repetition as well for all of these players, especially coming into what the 30s. They're used to. Corners are going to be interesting, aren't they?
It's all going to be interesting, especially when it's going to filter down to grassroots football. It's already there, and it's they're only saying. I suppose it's down to the clubs, you know what I mean? They're trying to protect the kids. Yeah, everything we agree with.
I know. Is it in America the ban heading to a certain age?
I think it's on under 11s. Yeah, it's only in America, but now this is just advisable. This is what they're saying now. It's not become mandatory at the moment. They're just advising clubs. This is how it should be. Try and wear to it if you can. I've seen millions of training games in kids footy, and the ball comes over. Not many in kids football, to be honest. You don't see, no, you really don't, and I suppose that's why they're looking at it. You don't see too many.
To be fair, when I was watching the Premier League last season, a lot of the games I noticed it was literally more on the ground football. I feel like that's the way we're going.
Yeah. I know, no tackles.
I
Anyway,
feel like that's a rant for another day, man.
yeah, okay, we'll go into this one now. So you can dive and get away with it. No, you're all right on that one. Seen loads of that. But look at that, that's flown. It's really been enjoyable as well. We do a 20-minute show Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's really great to have you in the
It's nice to be
studio.
back and having some time to come down here and see it and catch up and see some I was going to say some of the young commentators, but one.
Well, one, yeah, that's about it we saw, you know, but they'll all be all made up because they were going, Hey, he's a legend, that Dan, isn't he? You know what I mean? Where is he? Now they know proof is in the pudding. He's on camera. We've got him in the studio. Dan is here, alive and well, kicking, and we've got some great plans to work together.
Yeah, can't wait. You know, as we said, you know, some amazing sort of Liverpool-based celebrities. You know, Wayne's. I don't know how he's pulled some of these off, but
He's done well.
I can't wait to. We're trying to keep it tight-lipped, but I'm sure if you go over to the socials, which I think Wayne's set up now and stuff like that, so keep an eye on that.
Wayne's put a lot of pressure on you there, mate, as well.
As far as.
So hopefully we'll see you next Friday. Right, thank you very much, Dan. Been a pleasure having you in the studio, as always. And we'll be back with our viewers, with our listeners, giving them more information, more updates on Young Commentators.
Yeah.
Because the plans you brought in, absolutely fantastic. Keep watching this space. And if you look on the, just a quick one on the new kids voice box. Isn't that fantastic?
I haven't just seen the logo before we started.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's Instagram. Get on a kids voice box. Join up. There's going to be lots on there. I tell you that now. Videos. And the kids are going to love it. They're going to be in charge of it. Hope you join us. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Grassroots Weekender Show. I'm Maldy, Dan Spelman. We'll be back again tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. So from all of us here at the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line, Respect programme, Young Commentators, we'll see you at 7 tomorrow night. Have a great evening. Good night, God bless.